All right, everybody, it's the Men in Black. Got a brain implant for hologram hallucinations in Wi-Fi GPS. So I can see holograms of people. They are world leaders. I can talk to them inside of my head. I hear them inside my head as hearing voices. Okay, they experimented on a schizophrenic for spy brain implant, military intelligence. Okay, it's covered up. The doctors won't admit it. The government won't admit it. Okay, government mind control, Big Brother program, and Mark of the Beast at the same time. Digital karma with minority reporting, mind reading. So this is a big deal. Okay, Queen Elizabeth put all of her eggs in one basket to make nuclear engineers using an AI collective. So you would have something like this Wi-Fi. Okay, I can see the police. That's apparently King Charles. I don't really believe it because the doctors fake people. Then there's the Pentagon. Okay, doctors also have this spot. So basically, the doctors are crying that I'm making videos. They say it's slander. I said, what are you worried about? Everybody talks about government mind control. This is schizophrenia to them. They're drugging me up for it. They want to eliminate the hallucinations with medication, but they never will because it's actually a brain implant that they did themselves with a needle in the back of the head 20 years ago. So we've got General Mark Milley. He's like this big, and he's standing in full dress with his, the suit that he wears. You know, he's retired now, but he's got his hat. This is an old program. So it's an old AI of him. General Mark Milley, what was I going to say? He's got his hat on, he's got his eyebrows up, he just looks around. So we're listening to some heavy metal. He likes the Starship Troopers song. I've got an amateur heavy metal playlist on my YouTube. He shows up for that. Google DeepMind just showed up. That's Google Megan. She's got a lab coat. She's really pretty, really cute. Big black ponytail. So that's Google DeepMind. Sam Altman. I sensed him right there. Like, just showed up. Just see them for a quick second. Then they're gone. 2 seconds at most. Bill Gates there. So this tends to be a nurse. It's like a shapeshifter AI. It pretends to be different kinds of people. So there's the nurse. She's got her paper in front of her. She always backs away when I think of her. So that would be the spy disguise hologram. They deep fake each other for espionage. They fake each other and they harass me and abuse me. They stop me from sleeping. The nurse even pretends to be a police chief. So the doctors do not want slander. They want to get off of charges because I'm claiming attempted murder. The police totally ignore it. So it doesn't even matter. They call me crazy. They send me here for roofies. So Queen Elizabeth wanted to teach nuclear engineering for nuclear power generation. Okay, that's an island. It doesn't have any more resources. Prince Will said some. He's over there. So they've been around for quite some time. They chopped down all their trees. They used all their coal. All of their metal got used for boats. Okay, they're having a hard time in the future, so they need nuclear power. I think France is in the same boat. Macron up there. Italy. That's Meloni, Georgia or something. I forget her name. So that's how I see them. They just flash for a couple seconds. Okay, they keep up with me. This is an AI collective. The AI shapeshifts. It can pretend to be people, and then there's also AI itself. It tends to be a girl or a cartoon. I've got a laptop full of pictures about what they look like. all the people in attendance. There's like over 300 now. But usually, Americans, British, Canadians, more Canadians. Yeah, sometimes they're floating up here too. Melanie Joly, Doug Ford. So that's what we got. It's actually for teaching nuclear, but the Canadian doctors were tricked into executing me because I am a schizophrenic. They do not appreciate me. Okay, they do not appreciate what they were told to do. They got that mixed up. Okay, they were never supposed to. They created a concentration camp prison program for executing somebody, make them commit suicide, make them get into a police shooting. So I notified the police all about it. I've been talking to them for years. They don't believe a thing I say. They keep sending me here because I get upset with them. So this is my third or fourth time being arrested, brought to the mental hospital. We just had some good food. I had some mashed potatoes and gravy. There was some sausages, corn. I got an apple for later. I got some food, okay? I get my medication here. Eventually they call you a cab and you go home. So I might be here for like 2 months. The doctors basically don't want slander and they don't want criminal charges, but they do want proof that mind control programs exist. Double whammy punishment. That's what general nurse just said, double whammy. She was by the pillow, her upper half, as if she's sitting at a countertop. So that's the way it goes. This is pretty simple to make. Negativity requires no skill. It's just being mean. So they developed an AI for that. Could be a few different AIs. Depends who's here. When I email, they send AI to the parking places in the Wi-Fi. Okay, they're shapeshifters. They pretend to be a whole bunch of people. And then it's talking all day long in my head. So I got pissed off today because I was trying to sleep. And then the police chief waited until, I was dazing out. And then he speaks. And it's like a hypnotism where they wake you up and they keep you from sleeping. It's sleep deprivation torture. Another thing, last night I had a dream. Usually George Bush does dreams. He did the Wounded Veterans Program while Canada spoiled all of it. So he's not happy with his investment over the years. Okay, I am a spy for George Bush, Queen Elizabeth. That can get him into trouble, so I shouldn't say that. He did not want to even do spy in the beginning, but there was some sort of trouble at the airport with a jet engine fire that accidentally happened long ago. So I got into trouble, but then I was protected by these people. Okay, secrets and spy and business opportunities. I basically trusted the Queen. I let a doctor, psychiatrist inject a radio into my skull. 15 years later, it started working. So I've been doing this for 4 years. So they want proof of mind control. They got it. They're also crying about that. So it's a lot of hypocrisy and double standards. They want to be superior. The Americans are very nice. They send jokes. There's lots of Easter eggs with AI. The concerned British are of no help. They don't seem to be able to change anything about Canada. It's not their country. It's not their stomping ground. They kind of, who knows, but they stay out of it. Everybody expects the police to fix the problem, but they cannot prove anything about these doctors. It's very secret, it's covert. Apparently in the past, serial killers would get this type of treatment with hearing voices, and then with 5G antennas around 2020, 5G towers, cell phone towers. They use the radio frequency for internet, thus enabling Wi-Fi holograms. Okay, they are hallucinations. Only I can see them. It is a collective with AI or multiple AI in the Wi-Fi. There's Sam Altman again. So I'm going to end it because that was 10 minutes. I got to write something down, make this point form so that it's not so dull. I get lost explaining sometimes. It's very complicated. I've been explaining for 4 years, so I know it off by heart. But I am an illegal human experiment. They covered up everything. There's no paper trail. So I have a radio in my head for military intelligence, spy. Apparently this was used on serial killers in the past for torture. And then that's what the doctors did with it this time around when they should have just stayed out of it. So they're complaining and the police are doing nothing. That's about it.